Hey guys, Michael again. We are going to cover some more advanced food ordering options. As you know from taking tables, we get a lot of requests for substitutions and modifications. So I want to show you guys maybe a more complicated sandwich just to give you an idea of how you're going to be taking the order. Like I mentioned in the last video, simply log in. We're going to do table service since we're servers. And we're brought to the map of our store. Let's start a new order for 2-4. How many guests are we going to have? We're going to have 2. And we're brought immediately to our order screen. Continuing with the last video, let's go ahead and order a club sandwich again. We already have the food tile highlighted, so we click sandwiches. Once we click sandwiches, we have all our food options down below, and we're going to click on a club sandwich. You'll notice sides are the first thing that pop up, but as you know, typically if a customer wants to change something to their sandwich, they're going to tell you that before they even tell you which side they want. So let's go ahead and make some changes real quick before we choose our side. We have this Club Mods button. Like I mentioned earlier, mods stands for modifications, so any sort of changes they want to make to their sandwich should hopefully be under this button. Each individual sandwich has its own modification page. So for the club, there's a Club Mods button. If you're in the Blat, let's say, there'll be a Blat Mods button. If you're in the Chicken Filet, there'll be a Chicken Filet modification button. The hope behind that was we're going to put most of the common modifications for that particular sandwich under that tab. For more obscure, maybe rare changes, we have this Grill Mods button that will also show up, but we will get to that in a second. So we have our club sandwich we've clicked on. Over here on the left, it's showing up already, and the customer lets you know that they want no lettuce on their sandwich. Not a problem at all. We have what's called our pre-modifier buttons over here: no, extra, on side, or light. They're called pre-modifiers because you need to click on one before you try to make your modification, or the system won't know what you're trying to do. So in this case, he wants no lettuce. Simply click no, then we click lettuce, and voila, you will see on the left here, we have a club sandwich with no lettuce. Customer also doesn't want any mayonnaise, or let's say he wants his mayonnaise on the side. So you click on side, you click mayo. Again, we have mayo on side. Simple, easy, basic modifications. Now, the customer also says, you know what, I'm going to split this sandwich with my wife. Is there any way to bring me an extra plate? You tell them we're going to do one better. We're going to split it for you. To do so, you'll have to click down here on the bottom to get to the rest of the modifications for that sandwich. And we have a 2-plate split button. Click on that. You put it on 2 plates over here on the left. Like I mentioned in the other video, on the tablet it'll be easier. You could just swipe back and forth, but I'm just clicking because I'm on a computer. Alright, so we've covered some basic modifications for that sandwich. Let's go ahead and cancel this, and I'm going to build a new one. So we're back to food, right? We have clicked on food. We click on sandwiches. We click on club. And this time the customer says, alright, I definitely don't want any tomatoes. Okay, no problem. But then he says, hey, is it possible to add avocado? Of course, not a problem at all. Unfortunately, though, the avocado is not under the club mods because it doesn't come on the sandwich to begin with. So we'll need to go to the grill mods, and then we'll have our pre-mods down here, pre-modifiers we call them, and we'll simply hit add avocado. And if you look to the left, we now have a club sandwich with no tomatoes. We've added avocado. Another request I'm sure you've gotten sometimes is maybe they want crispy bacon. You'll see down here we have a crispy bacon button to add crispy bacon. Again, these grill mods, we call them, are ones that maybe you won't use as much, but keep in mind they're always there for you to use in some strange situations. Alright, so we have a club sandwich, no tomato, add avocado, crispy bacon. we want to be all done with the sandwich, right? Well, let's say you forgot to ask him what side he wanted with the sandwich because you got distracted. If you try to hit done, it'll say, oh, nope, you got to make a selection first for your side. It'll automatically bring you back to the sides page, which is awesome, and you can now choose your side. Since you are an excellent server, you've definitely upsold him on some house fries, which he wants. So you click house fries. You're now brought to a house fries modification page. If he wants the house fries as is, you would click done. But he would like his ranch on the side. Not a problem. On side, ranch. You look over to the left again. The club sandwich now has house fries with the ranch on the side. And you'll notice over here, the charge is already in place for you. At this point, we can hit done, and we are all through. Let's say you've gone through the club mods, you've gone through the grill mods, and you cannot find this guy's request anywhere. Not to worry, if you scroll over on this next page, you can always type in a special request. So let's say he wants cheese on half of the sandwich only. Add the request. Again, the hope is that we get to the point where we have buttons for everything and you guys don't have to use that. But for now, please feel free to do so. I would also recommend spending time just playing with the grill mods. Typically, there's a button for most stuff. For example, if we scroll over to, let's say, bread, some of these have other tabs hidden behind them. So what I mean by that is if you click on bread, you are brought to all the breads we offer, but you'll notice these pre-modifiers up here. So let's say you scroll over to toast and they want no toast. You've now toasted the bread. You probably also saw on this grill mods page, if you click under bread, something that's fairly common is maybe no butter. So just keep in mind, most of the stuff is probably there, but if you're in a hurry and a panic and you can't find it, feel free to use the special request. Hopefully that helps you guys with some of the more advanced grill ordering. Again, practice makes perfect. We do have all these buttons down here, the send, stay, and hold. Please don't worry about those for now. That should all be covered in your training. Please check out the next video for some advanced ice cream ordering. Thanks, guys.